It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Condors and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's our visiting playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about playoff football in the NFL. You can feel it in the stadium. You can sense it down on the field in pregame. Both these teams have had this as their #1 goal all year. Make it to the playoffs. Everybody has a shot, and we're about to kick this thing off and get rolling.
They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield. And down to the 47-yard line. They go play action with Fields. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Here we go. On 1st and 10, Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and
he's in! Touchdown, Condors. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Condors come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here we go, Sinai.
They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. They get an even 20 on that one. And that will be a first down.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go, sir.
Play action now for Fields. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Condors. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Condors will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. In trouble, and down he goes.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced a turnover. Now they got their 1st sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, Ripley.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, KC.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the left side in the hands of Rice.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, That's the definition of teach tape.
And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Nixon on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Condors offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. The drive will start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they will finally run him down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
This one complete to Washington. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. And this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Fields on second and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, son.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Here we go. Right.
To throw is Fields. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Condors. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Condors have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Mahomes on 1st down. That's going to be intercepted. And the Condors are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
A 1st down throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs will have great field position right around midfield.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air. He's on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. He gets free. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Condors. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Condors have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Condors offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Fields. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second-half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback, and don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant, and this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Condors offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. It's a gain of 12 there. And that will be a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Condors. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Easy.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Give him 16 there and a 1st down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That one taken in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs back within 7. It's 35-28. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Condors offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a run going left. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. One quarter remains here in this AFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Throwing is Fields. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And that is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Second and a yard.
Yellow.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. They put Kelce in motion. A first down throw for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Condors are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Look him up on a second down and 8. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Go, go. Right.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Here we go. Side.
Handoff here, up the middle. He's taken down just shy of the 10. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, side. Side.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up. will try to run this one in. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for our visitors as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They